Hello, good day, BSE first years. So this is the recorded video lesson for our topic, the school as an organization. So this is our second lesson, our second chapter. In EDOC 60, the teacher and the community, school culture, and organizational leadership. So, this chapter or this lesson will discuss the different theories and concepts of organization as it applies to education. It also presents significant literatures and studies that includes various topics which may help you in understanding the important role of an educational institution in the society. Also, in this lesson, we will include some activities that will help you appreciate relevant topics that is concerning on how educational system operates, including leadership and management theories, as well as principles that will lead toward achieving organizational goals and objectives. So, after accomplishing this module or this lesson, you will be able to first discuss the various organizational leadership and management theories, and second, discuss the organizational structure and current educational reforms, and last one, discuss the function of schools as an educational institution. So, for this video lesson, we will discuss about some half of this topic, and we will continue the discussion on our synchronous class, okay? So for the introduction, yeah, the school is considered as one of the major institutions that constitute the society. So it is a place where people of different ages learn and acquire education and training in different grade of year level. So it can be in basic education school that includes preschool, elementary, junior and senior high school, technical, vocational institution, or higher education institution, which includes colleges and universities. So it is just like any other organizations that the school is established and organized to pursue a collective goal and meet specific objectives. So there are many ways to look at the school as an organization. So in this topics, you will learn and understand the different function of school, its structure, and its role in the society. Lastly, the discussion of organizational theories, leadership, and management theories in basic education reforms, including the organizational structure of the Department of Teacher Education. So let us start with the organizational theories. So, the establishment of an organization become popular and has significantly influenced the human activities in all parts of the world. So it is very evident in the way how the current government and private organization are structured, including the system on how people will function to achieve a specific goal. So in here, according to Kashap, or this is no date, ever since the dawn of civilization, people have always formed organizations to combine effort for accomplishment of their common goal. So some examples are the emperors of China. So they used to construct an irrigation system. Next one, the first pope who created a universal church to serve as religion. And lastly, the Egyptians who constructed the Great Pyramid. So in simple words, Cash App defines the organization is a group of person formed to seek certain goals. Next one, the definition of the term organization differs according to approaches and characteristics defined by different theories. No, so we have here another definition of the word organization according to an article, Organization Theory. So, organization is basically defined as an assembly of people working together to achieve common objectives through division of labor. Another one, McNamara, also defined organization as group of people intentionally organized to accomplish an overall common goal or set goals which have major subsystem in order to achieve the overall goal of the organization. So, in an educational setting, a school is established with a clear vision, mission, goals, and objectives, or also known as VMGO. So, the school's VMGO is a declaration of the school's objective, which serve as a guide for planning and decision making. So there are several theories that explain the structure of organization, and these are classified as classical or modern organizational theories, which deal with formal organizational concepts. So among these are Taylor's scientific management approach, Weber's bureaucratic approach, and Fayol's administrative approach. So we will talk about these three different organizational structures, or organizational theories rather. So first, we will talk about the Taylor's four principle of scientific management. So this Taylor's four principle of scientific management was contributed by Frederick Winslow Taylor. Okay, so I will write it here. So this is Frederick Winslow Taylor. So he is the proponent of the four principle of scientific management. So scientific management was based on idea of systematization where attempts were made to enhance efficiency of procedures to be best via scientific analysis and experiments. So in here, Taylor work is based on the concept of planning of work to achieve efficiency, standardization, specialization, and simplification that promotes mutual trust between the management and workers in order to increase productivity. So now, let us define, or let us dig deeper on the Taylor's four principle of scientific management. So first, science, not rule of thumb. So it means that you are going to develop a science of each element of man's work, which replaces the old rule of thumb. So meaning of rule of thumb, ito yung for example, it is okay for a certain person. You will consider it okay also for you, right? So in Taylor's first principle, mas pinili niya to conduct an experiment rather than believing on hearsays. Next one, scientific selection of the worker. So scientifically, you have to select and train and also teach and develop your workers. Whereas in the past, Taylor chose his own work and trained himself the best that he could. Of course, it is also very important if you will select your worker, right? So there is a process. First, you have to select, scientifically select, and then after selecting, you have to train them, you have to teach them the certain skills that they need to develop. Okay, so next one, the third is management and labor cooperation rather than conflict. So, heartily cooperate with the men so as to ensure all the work being done is in accordance with the principles of science, which has been developed. So, of course, cooperation is one of the most important ingredients, no, in managing an organization. So as a leader of a certain organization, also you have to cooperate rather than saying this, or like, let's say for example, you are just saying directions, you are not showing the things that you need to that your workers or members needed to perform, 'di ba? Your members are expecting something from you. So if they are expecting something from you, they are expecting your help. They are expecting you to cooperate, right? So next one, or the last principle of scientific management, is the scientific training of the worker. Again, it is very important for the workers to be trained, so that they should be trained by experts, 'di ba? So it is very important if they are going to train under the experts, because those experts are using scientific method of training, so that they will develop the skills that they need to learn for the certain organization. So, the following concepts, we will talk about the concepts about scientific management. It is suggested by Taylor in order to increase the level of trust. Of course, again, it is very important for a member of a certain organization to trust their leader, and not just their leader, but also his or her co-members. So first one, the advantages of productivity improvement should go to workers. So let's say for example, one of your workers achieved something, or nakatapos siya ng isang gawain na nagbigay pagkakakilanlan sa iyong organization. So, let's say for example, yun nga, dapat yung makukuhang reward or yung makukuhang reinforcement should go to the workers. Next one, physical stress and anxiety should be eliminated as much as possible. So, we are already aware of a toxic environment, right? So, if there is a toxic environment in an organization, maybe the worker will get stressed, he or she will get anxiety, anxious, and all. Next one, capabilities of workers should be developed through training. Again, training is very important. Like for example, we teachers, we are attending a lot of seminars, workshops, and trainings for us to develop our teaching skills and strategies. Next one, the traditional boss concept should be eliminated. Previously on our NSTP topic, we define what is the difference of a boss and a leader. Right? So if you are familiar with the difference of boss and a leader, I will give you an example. Si boss, siya lang yung nagmamando ng nagmamando. Utos lang siya. More on utos. Pero si leader, kasama siya sa paggawa. Makikipag-cooperate siya. A boss always say, go! Do it, do that. Pero si leader, let's go. Will do it. We will do it. So, ibig sabihin, kapag si leader, kasama mo siya sa ginagawa, pero si boss, hindi. Utos lang siya ng utos, balik siya yung nagmamando. Okay? So, that would be all for Taylor Scientific Management. Now, at the same time, when Taylor developed the theory of scientific management, there is also another one. Okay, naulit siya. Okay, so there is also another one who developed another approach. So it is called administrative approach by Henry Fayol. Okay. So it is contrary to Taylor's scientific approach, which is categorized as bottom-up approach. So in Fayol's administrative principles, it is in the form of management hierarchical pyramid structure, which is considered as top-down approach. So, yung focus naman dito ni Henry Fayol is more on administrative process rather than technical process. Okay, so let's talk about the 14 different principles of management, which is considered as the underlying factors for successful management. And this is according to Fayol. Okay, so for the first one, division of work. Ayan. Napaka-importante if the task is divided among employees according to their field of expertise or field of specialization. So for example, in a school department, uh, two of your teachers are math majors. Do you think they will perform their very best if you are going to give them task that is aligned for Filipino majors or for other subject majors? So, the task that you should give to that certain individual which specializes mathematics is a task that includes mathematics. Next one, authority and responsibility. So the management has the authority to give orders to their members so that they it comes with corresponding responsibility. So let's say for example you are giving an authority, you are given the position. You are given the position or higher position. Of course, with that position there is responsibility. I forgot the quotation that spider yun nasa Spider-Man comes with great power comes with great responsibility, I guess. Or with great power comes great responsibility, if I'm not mistaken. Ayun. 'Di ba? So, if you have the power, you also have that responsibility. Next, discipline. So it is about the core values anchored on the vision and mission of an organization so that they will form good conduct, which is very essential to the operation of organization. Siyempre, your workers or the members as well as the leader of a certain organization should have a discipline in performing good conduct. Next one, unity of command. So all orders um, received must come from one manager only. Unless it will cause confusion of uh, for the employees. Next one, unity of direction. So, this ensures that all actions are properly coordinated and requires employees to perform and carry out activities as one team. They are into same objectives, but they are also using one plan, 'di ba? So it is very important that you are also in one direction only, achieving the same objectives. Next, subordinate of individual interest. So, this is about prioritization of organization's interest over personal interest. So, dapat all of the members of the organization should prioritize the organization's interest or achieving the common good, not just for personal interest, right? So, dapat pangkalahatan siya. Next one, remuneration. So, it is about rewards. It is about compensation for all the efforts that have been made, which could be in form of monetary or non-monetary. So, this remuneration is all about the rewards and compensation. So, pwede siyang monetary and Non-monetary, pwedeng additional sa salary, or pwede namang token of appreciation. So next one, the degree of centralization. So this implies the concentration of decision-making authority at the top management. So it is just like unity of command. So every decision that will be made is from one authority only. Next one, scalar chain. So this is all about hierarchical structure that is always present at any type of organization. So, 'di ba, we are all aware that in an organization there is a structure or an organizational structure from the highest position to the lowest position, which is being a member. But hindi naman porket sinabing member ka, yun na yung pinaka-lowest. Pwede ka ring maging isa sa mga may authority. Next one, order. So this pertains to the order and safety of employees para mag-function sila ng maayos no at work. Next one, equity. Of course, it is very important to imply equal treatment for everyone, lahat ng members ng organization or ng isang company. Next one, stability of tenure of personnel. So this is about the proper deployment and management of personnel. Syempre, you will consider for the tenured position based on their performance, 'di ba? Hindi base sa kung close kayo or not. So, performance tayo dito for the tenure position. Next one, initiative. So, this allows employees to express ideas that will help benefit the company. So, as a leader of a certain company or an organization, you should be for um open for ideas from your subordinate. Kailangan i-express nila yung ideas nila dahil mamaya itong mga ideas na meron sila is makatulong for the benefit of the company, 'di ba? So, next one, or yung pinaka-last, is esprit de corps. So, this promotes unity among employees. So, it develops morale in the workplace and create an atmosphere of mutual trust and understanding. Of course, very important, no, if we have mutual trust and understanding. Dahil if there is a mistrust or misunderstanding, I think the goal that you are achieving for that certain company or organization will not be achieved kung wala tayong trust at walang understanding. But if we have so, I think the goal will be achieved very well. Okay? So, ngayon, pagkatapos ni Fayol, meron naman tayong isa pang bureaucratic approach. Ito na yung pangatlo at huli. So, this is from Max Weber. If you are familiar with Max Weber, siguro narinig nyo na yung name niya. So, he is a German sociologist. Also, he is considered as sociologist. So he is also considered as father of sociology. So he believed that the most efficient way to set up an organization is through bureaucracy. That is why he ended up contributing to modern organizational theory his bureaucratic approach. So it is characterized by rules, by standardized process, procedures, and requirements, and a very meticulous division of labor and responsibility. So let us talk about the bureaucratic model, and these are the following. First, traditional authority. So it is based on historically created legitimacy where authority is hereditary and based on dependent subordinates. In traditional authority, actually it is very present here in our country. In some certain places, the position is being passed to the family member. Ibig sabihin na mamana, family member, namamana nila yung position na meron sila, whether it is in politics, in company, and all. This is most of the time lang ha, most of the time. Pero hindi palagi, hindi ko naman sinasabi na lahat. Ayan. So, most likely, ganyan yung nangyayari. Next one, legal, rule-oriented authority. So, this type of bureaucratic authority is based on their rules for career. So, dapat, no, it is under legal. Next one, charismatic authority. So, it is a personal authority based on a type of seduction and the devotion of supporters. Some of which, for example, there in politics, no, there are certain candidates for politics that uses their charm, that uses their physical attributes to win, 'di ba? Napaka ano nga nito ngayon, no? Ewan ko, ayoko na lang din magsalita, no? Pero alam nyo na there are some certain candidates that is using their charm, yung ganda at pagkagwapo nila in having an authority or position. So also, for files no, for Weber's bureaucratic management, there are also three elements. First one, all regular activities within a bureaucracy can be regarded as official duties. Management has the authority to impose rules, and rules can be easily respected on the established methods. So, in addition, according to Weber, bureaucracy is the basis for the systematic formation of any organization, and it is designed to ensure efficiency and economic effectiveness, which is an ideal model for management and administration in order to bring an organization's power structure into focus. So relative to this, Weber laid down the basic principles of bureaucracy and emphasis on the division of labor, hierarchy, rules, and impersonal relationships. So, let us talk about some salient feature of Max Weber's bureaucratic theory, highlighted by Mulder 2017. So first, we have task specialization. So it is also called as the division of labor. So I will not explain this one by one. Onting ano na lang, onting keywords. Next one, hierarchical of authority. So ito ay let's say for example, from lower level position, from this is all about positions. So from lower level to higher level. Next one, formal selection. So it is the basis, yung parang requirements in selecting the member or workers. Next, rules and requirements. Siyempre, this is to ensure uniformity. So, dapat alam nila kung ano yung mga policies, ano yung standards, and guidelines na dapat nilang sundin in order to perform the certain work that they need to do, or this will also serve as their guide para i-follow nila. Next one, impersonal. So these are the relationship between employees, no? So dapat ano tayo, we are preventing involvement of politics. So dapat more on ano tayo dito, rational factors rather than personal factors. And last one, we have career orientation. So dapat we need to train as well as to know what are the expertise of a certain member or of a certain people uh, who wants to be part of of our organization. Okay, so those six are the salient features of Max Weber's bureaucratic theory. So the works of Taylor, Weber, and Fayol are some of the many theories that have significantly contributed in management of organization, and these theories also became the foundation of other succeeding organizational theories that are being adopted by many organizations. And that ends the lesson about organizational theory. Now, we will talk about school leadership. I think medyo onti lang ito sa school leadership. So, leadership is an essential factor that contributes to the successful operation of an organization. So, the high quality of instructions delivered by teachers is influenced by school leaders because they take part in the selection process of hiring teachers. Thus, leadership is considered as vital to effectiveness of educational institution. Okay, so it is very important for teachers to have the skill of leadership. So, uh, the the demand for high quality instruction to improve the student learning is one of the many possible things to consider for initiating reforms within the educational institution. So while it is believed that the school leadership is only secondary to teaching, in terms of its impact to student learning, it is very important to have the leadership skills because, again, we are leading our students to their future role. Okay, so next, ayan, school leadership. So, school leaders' primary function is to take charge of the management of the school. So, they are expected to have a collective vision of the future direction of the organization that is clearly understood by its stakeholders in order to meet the school organization's goal and objective. So according to Christie, Thompson, and Whiteley on 2009, they believe that getting the right people to become school leaders is very important. And by providing them with competencies to be effective leaders is critical to their profession. So there are some important aspects that they highlighted for a school leader. So first one, developing a deep understanding on how to support teachers. So the school leaders should understand the needs of the teachers. So it will capacitate them in order to become more effective teacher. Next, managing the curriculum in ways that promote student learning. So, learners have different learning styles. Hence, the curriculum shall be carefully managed according by planning for appropriate strategies in curriculum delivery that will suit the learning styles of the students. Next, and pinaka-last, developing the ability to transform schools into more effective organization to foster powerful teaching and learning for all students. For a leader, transformational leadership is one of the leadership theories that requires leaders to have passion and energy to achieve great things. So leaders should have an in-depth understanding of powerful teaching and learning through the use of brain-based instruction that promotes active inquiry, in-depth learning, and performance assessment, including culture of excellence that will lead to the effective teaching and learning. So leadership is inherent to the teaching profession. So according to Jackson, teacher leaders transcends formally defined rules in building, which that any teacher at some point in their career becomes a teacher leader. So the roles and responsibilities of teachers nowadays are becoming more complex in view of the reforms of educations brought by global demands. 'Di ba? Nagbabago at nagbabago yung skills na kailangan ng ating mga students. That is why the skills required for teachers ay nagbabago din. So according to Gabriel, teacher leaders possess a semblance of authority but no formal power. While not all leadership positions are formal in nature and they are not fixed. So every school teacher do not serve or may not have served as official leaders but may be assigned to leadership roles. So among the roles that teacher leaders may assume are the following. So first, grade level or subject coordinator. So this includes instructional leadership and administrative function. Next one, department chair or organization. They serve as liaison officer between administrative and colleagues. Next, curriculum and assessment specialist. So they lead teachers to follow curriculum standards and develop appropriate system. Next one, mentor or coach. They serve as a mentor for co-teachers and facilitator. They facilitates professional development. So leadership, according to Yuki 2013, it is different from managers. So leaders can influence the effectiveness of an organization through the following. First, the choice of objectives and strategies to pursue. Next one, the motivation of members to achieve the objectives, the mutual trust and cooperation of members. Next, the organization and coordination of work activities, the allocation of resources to activities and objectives, the development of member skills and confidence, the learning and sharing of knowledge by members, the enlistment, support, and cooperation from outsiders, the design of formal structure, program, system, and lastly, the shared belief and values of members. So, becoming an effective teacher and a leader at the same time requires passion. Kailangan ng matinding passion, perseverance, and competency. Not just to influence your students, but also to make meaningful changes in their lives while they are attending in school. So, the teacher's role should be advanced as a leader by initiating teacher leadership training. Teacher leadership training. That is why if you are future teachers, right? And some of the webinars that you are required to attend is all about leadership training. So this will help you or us teachers to demonstrate skills in managing and planning for high level of quality instruction suited to the needs of our students that will prepare them in fast changing needs of the society. So school leaders involved various leadership styles which include the following. So first one, we have the instructional leadership. So see, sa instructional leadership, it is very critical Critical niya, and dito binabase yung success and effectiveness ng curriculum and instruction. So, sa instructional leadership, it is based on three-dimensional approach, which includes the school's mission. Also, it includes managing the instructional program, and lastly, promote positive school climate. So, dapat ang isang instructional leader ah, ma magampanan niya itong tatlong tungkulin na ito. Defining school's mission ito, no? So, in short, it promotes the collaboration between the school principal and the teachers to develop school curriculum and instruction to improve the students' performance. Next one, transformational leadership. So, sa transformational leadership, uh, ito ay based sa theory na kinonceptualize ni saan ko siya isusulat? Dito na lang. So, this is based on James MacGregor Burns. So, sabi dito, transformational leaders are type of leaders who inspire their followers to achieve extraordinary outcomes by inspiring them, and in the process developing their own capacity. So from the word transform, 'di ba? They are making change. How do they make change? By inspiring, by motivating them. So next, distributed leadership. So this is all about shared effort by more than one person. Effort. 'Di ba, distributed nga, one person. So it serves interest of systematic thrivability by promoting patterns of joint optimization of shared vision, values, and individuals. Okay, so that would be all for the three leadership styles. So again, we have the instructional leadership, transformational leadership, and distributed leadership. So according to Peter Drucker, management is doing the things right. L- Management is doing the things right, and leadership is doing the right things. Okay, so that is end of our first discussion or video lecture for our topic, the school as an organization. And our synchronous class, we will be discussing some uh, reforms or the school as an educational organization, the reforms in the Department of Education, and konting discussion about the organizational structure ng DepEd. Okay, so thank you very much for listening. Sana nakaabot ka hanggang dulo. I hope that you learned something while watching this video. God bless everyone and always keep safe.